G'day, welcome to Shaving Down Under. I'm Doug. It's Friday, my day off. And if you saw my second unboxing video from last night or yesterday, wherever you are around the planet, you would have seen this picture. And so this is a collaboration between Zaharoff and Gentleman's Nod, and also 3 perfume reviewers on YouTube, vloggers I suppose you call them. So this is the one we're going with today. Let's hope I think falls out. So this is Justin Copeland's contribution. So candle, the soap. Here is the aftershave splash which I'll be using. Put that to one side, somewhere safe. And we have the soap. Just close this up. So there's the soap. Man, this feels fresh. It feels sort of spritzy. I'm pretty sure no one's used that term for this scent so far. But yeah, it just smells really fresh. Like a mouthful of orange juice first thing in the morning. You know, that's what it smells like. Go with Old Faithful, third shave with the Gillette spoiler in it as well. Probably be the last one. I can't be bothered seeing how long this one will last for. What else? Oh yeah. And a new brush from Pantaray. And this is my cat brush. Because I like cats. I like all animals. I also like cats. So this is a big fat knot on there. That's a badger. A Manchurian, I think it was, they said. So I've broken this in overnight. And smells great because I know what shaving soap I used to break it in. So yeah, that's what I'll be using. Okay, enough waffle. Let's get shaving. I've got to get on the road. I've got 3.5, 4-hour drive ahead of me. So I thought I was going to have to bowl out of here, but it's come up quite nice in the container itself. Oh, this handle was made of porcelain as well. On it goes. Now I've noticed I've got a haircut. Probably the quickest haircut of my life yesterday. Did it before work, just walked in, sat down, it was all done in 10 minutes. In and out, so probably the quickest 20 bucks the barber's ever made. So as we can see, what a thick lather this is. I didn't have to work at all hard to get that up and running. Let's move you there. So I'm going away for a couple of days. I did contemplate doing this shave. That probably would be tomorrow down at Kingston Way, Cape Jaffa. But in the end, a lot of organising to do that, and this time around I just thought it'd be easier to just do the shave home before I left. I'll try and take some photos and maybe incorporate them into this video. Probably the thing that clinched it for me to do the video here at home was my partner texted me yesterday and she said at the shack we're staying at, she's getting no mobile phone coverage. And when she was hitting me up, she was at the pub having dinner with her sister. So they had coverage there, so I'm thinking, oh, that could be a problem. So yeah, so at some stage when I upload this video, it's going to be done from the Kingston pub. Well, that's the first pass. Gentleman's nod. You know what you're getting. You're getting quality. So you can smell the scent while you're lathering up or putting on your lather in your face. It's a mild strength. It's not punching in your face, but in the nose, but it's there. You can smell it, but it's not overpowering anything. God, look at this lather. You could make an absolute crazy lather with this soap if you wanted to. So, some of the scent profile notes. So this is classed as a fresh spice. It's definitely fresh, and the spice is just balanced behind the freshness. That's my take on it. I know it's very basic, but that's how I operate. So the top notes, and for me it is the top notes that do come through. It's citrusy, juniper and mandarin. It's all there. There is definitely a citrusy scent. It is more mandarin base, as it says in the scent profile. So in the middle, that's where it has the spicy element. It's also got, amongst other things, jasmine, gin, geranium bourbon. Someone please fill me in there. I haven't Googled it, didn't have time. And cypress. And from the middle, that's where you are getting that bit of spice. For me, it's underneath, and definitely the gin. So you got the juniper, which is obviously a classic ingredient of gin, and then the gin underneath. And so for me, I can really smell those notes. And then on the base, amongst others, there's what they term here as smoky notes. I'm not sure I'm getting that. Patchouli, moss, amber, cedarwood, maybe a touch of cedarwood, vanilla, and another thing, Bushman's candle. And there's another description. I don't know what that scent is. Now I know in comments I've seen a lot. There was a certain amount of people were expecting a darker, smokier scent from Justin. Probably because of his personality and the fact he's a trumpet player and plays in jazz clubs, but pardon me, but that sort of upclass establishment, jazz type bar, upclass jazz bar, or even just a standard, a lot of gin. Gin's the drink. I don't know about the rest of the world, but in Australia, gin is huge, and that makes sense. That gin type, citrusy scent. Yeah, really nice. If you're ever in Adelaide, you want to go to a really good gin bar, Udaberry. Absolutely, they just know how to make mixed gin. Oh, this smells great. This is spring fresh. Now I know in the Northern Hemisphere you're into summer, doesn't matter. This is definitely something that would just be perfect in warmer weather or hot weather. Start your day smelling this. Amazing stuff. So I caught up with a couple of videos yesterday, and I caught up with the latest one from Sinatra Lennon, who's always entertaining. Got the gift of the gab, that lad. And he mentioned something that has passed through my mind over the years. Because he's just a tad younger than me, a couple of years younger, I think. But, you know, he's a young kid in the 70s, like myself. Grew up in the, you know, come of age in the 80s. And he mentioned how it sort of was the birth of processed food, you know, the 70s. Fake flavours, just fake food, really. And as we all know, the Western world is aging, but people are living longer. And there's a variety of reasons involved with that. And no doubt medicine, healthcare, surgery techniques, science. But surely food comes into that. Pardon me. And coughing. And those older folks like my parents and older, they grew up just eating with a different diet. Like, when my old man, he's still kicking 82. One of the things he liked when he was a young or kid was a dripping spread on a slice of bread. Dripping, people. And I'd say it was used dripping, so it had flavour in it. But they're kicking on. But is it my generation where that age thing plateaus or dips? Because for probably the big chunk of us, we've ingested a lot of food colouring, fake flavouring, fake food, really. Like, I've still had a pretty good diet along the way. I'm one of those people, I love Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts are great. You put one on my plate, I'm eating it. But back in the 70s, the old process in the regulating what went into food just hadn't started yet. If you're my vintage, you understand a lot of the shit food that we ate in the 70s and into the 80s, before they started, the regulators going, nah, we're breeding mutant lab rats with that ingredient, with that food colouring, you know, so. So it always makes me wonder, are we going to peak with how old humans can live? And will we be the start of that? Or will it plateau with our age group? Gen X, I think it is. Like in Australia, 2021, 50th anniversary of McDonald's being in Australia. Like all you need to see is how they make chicken nuggets. Like that's just a paste that goes into shapes, you know. It reconstitutes itself while it's baking, you know. You know, the quality of the meat in those burgers. Like I'm pretty sure over the years the quality has picked up. Anthony. The TV dinner. Forget about the war on drugs. The TV dinner. Just cook it, flush it straight down the toilet. Avoid the middleman. Okay, it was a good shave. Couple of little nicks there. That was just my fault. But very smooth shave. Very smooth shave. Before we get into the stars of the show, what a cool little brush this is. Well, it's not really little, it's fat as. Standard size. Look at that. Fat. So Panerai, see it there on the back. Not cheap, but they do a lot of different designs and different price ranges. I just like the cat one. The couple of cats there just appealed to me. No funky smell because I did that treatment last night. Just look up breaking in a badger brush, new badger brush. So it works. Okay, so the star of the show, like the soap, well that was a no-brainer just to start with. Just, you saw how easy that lather was to make. I don't think it gets too much easier than that. The Justin Copeland's Brass and Soul, it smells just magnificent. As I said, as I've been saying, I've got that mandarin citrusy, the orangey, spritzy or sort of scent up front with that juniper and gin just in, but wedged in behind it. And then the basic spicy note just sits balanced under that. And it's just so good. Like, it wouldn't matter what time of year, but during your warmer months, to wake up to that and be putting that on your face, it'd be just beautiful, beautiful sensation. Okay, let's do the splash. So usually the splash smells a bit different to the soap. Yeah, actually fairly similar. Well, let's find out, people. Yeah, that's good. That smells good. I'm going to go a little bit more. Just going to wear this today. See how long the scent lasts. What time we got? Oh, I can't see it there. Must be around 12:30 Central Australian time. Yeah, still got that same scent thing going on. Still got that citrusy gin type scent up front. Yeah, it was that sensation again before putting it on. You got this, you get punched, boom, by the citrus, and then you're a bit wobbly, and then bang, the left comes in, and that's the alcohol burning off. I like how it does that. The silly things we like. Okay, people, I've got to run. I've got a long drive ahead of me. Got a coffee stop about halfway at a place called Meningi. And there's a little bakery there that does good coffee. My girlfriend, she was the scout. She went ahead yesterday and scoped everything out for me, which was nice of her to do. Okay, people, if that scent profile sort of really appeals to you, that fresh citrusy type scent, it's not a cheap citrusy, you know, not like a lolly citrusy. There's more depth to it than that. But really get on board with this. Just go, it's still for sale, Gentleman's Nod. Easy to find. So yeah, buy it. I just recommend it. It's just magnificent. All right, peeps, I've got to roll. Hope you have a great weekend. I hope I do as well. Crows are going to get absolutely spanked tomorrow by the crosstown rivals. It's going to be blood in the streets, people. Blood in the streets. It's going to be horrible. Okay, take care for now. Ciao.